Welcome back. So it's been a while since I've done a video. It's been a while since I've done much yoga because of injuries and life. Because that's how it goes. So what we're going to do is with this session, with this practice, the theme, the concept, the idea, what I want to talk about it is kind of reset. I want to move my body in the right ways just to get everything back almost into place. So we're going to try and hit all 6-ish of the functional movements that the body requires. It's going to be fairly gentle, I guess. I don't know, I really haven't thought that much about it. We'll go for about 30 minutes, maybe a bit more, maybe a bit less, and just plan it out. What we're going to do is just eke it out, get the body moving, and go from there. So it's going to be like a less traditional format, maybe more like a yogi's choice. That is, we just want to reset. Move your body, listen to it, don't do anything that feels stupid, X, Y, and Z. Grab a drink, put on some music, and when you're ready, I want you to bring yourself to a standing position at the front of your mat. Have your feet as wide as your hips so that the toes point forward along the rest of the feet, and that actually might cause you to feel a bit pigeon-toed. We want to feel those side of the hip muscles working. The shoulders, let them slouch, let that background, the belly, the paunch just hang. Allow the chin to just drop down. Call this an awkward slouch. I can feel certain muscles being stretched, others being compressed, and they can feel almost uncomfortably nice. This little crunch, and of how the day takes its toll, and then I want you to take a deep breath in. Push the ground away. Lift those shoulders and the head as high as it will go. And then exhale, drop them. Keep that height to the spine. Let the shoulders feel heavy. Take a breath in. Press the toes down as we lift the shoulders. Exhale, push them down the back. Imagine sliding the hands into pockets. Let's make that movement bigger as we inhale, press the toes down, lift the hands up. Exhale, let them slide down to the sides. This time as we inhale, perhaps we can draw up onto the toes, lift those shoulders, lift those hands, feel a wobble. Look to the distance, and with an exhale, heels drop, hands drop. Yeah. Take those feet a little bit wider. Soften the knees and slide the hands down your thighs, pushing the hips back. Kind of a more gym-style traditional hinge, and from there you're going to hang. Feel that rounding through the lower back. Let the head nod, maybe the shoulders shake. And hang for just another breath or two. The focus is that lower mid-back as you breathe in. Feel it expand as we exhale. We go a little bit deeper. From there, push the weight back to the heels, hands sliding up the legs as we round the back. Pull the belly in. Use the contraction of the abdominals to round it up. Beautiful. Hang heavy. From there, we're going to go into a little salutation. So inhale, lift the hands. Exhale, drop the fingers down to the floor. Take a breath in. Lift your hands to your knees. Plant them there. Straighten the arms, straighten the back. You're going to cat-cow. Round it. Push it down. Feel that pull through the chest. And with an exhale, hands down. Find yourself to a plank. Drop the knees off. Take a little rock back and forth. Weight to hips, weight to hips, weight to hands. Card. 3 minutes in, we're already fucking up. So you're kind of warming up the wrists, maybe keeping the toes tucked and you can press into them. Untucking the toes, drift back, find a child's pose. Inhale, ripple up. Feel that pull from the spine as we push the weight forward into that 3/4 plank, and then exhale to lower. All the way down. Untuck the toes, wrap the shoulder blades back as we lift the chest. No weight in the hands. It's all through the back and drop down. Tuck the toes, ripple over the knees, and find your way to your downward dog. Find something that feels nice. It doesn't have to be the usual. It can be a different shape, a different stance. Either way, those hands are going to press you away. The hips will lift high. Some softness to the knees. Maybe you want to paddle those heels. Maybe you want to shimmy through the hips. Maybe you want to lift that right leg. A little twist into the knee and the hip. Then drop it down. And same for the left. Next breath in. Bring you back to all fours. Point your fingers forward. Wrap those elbows round. I'm going to check in. And I want you to slowly pull the spine from this kind of cow position up. Step by step. And it's really hard to see when I wear all black, but that's how it goes. But we're looking to almost find this unnatural flattening of the spine. Find that tension, and it's going to pull from the ribs down toward the pelvis. Good. And then chink by chink, we can pull that up as if it's a little ratchet into that high cow hold. And then down. Often we go through things like cat-cow really fast and don't understand that what we were looking for is that manipulation of the full spine. That's why sometimes it's nice to actually take the shoulders out of it. You can get a deeper cat-cow when we did it in that little standing position. So once again, press your hands, press your feet into the floor, and start from the chest. Pull those ribs up. Then the belly, working into the lumbar. Get it to flatten. And it feels weird. Then step by step, we can ratchet it up as high as we can go. Imagine pulling that belly button through. Like a needle pulling through fabric. And you can tell I've been watching the Great British Sewing Bee. And then drop down. From here, you're going to come up onto your knees. Grab a cushion if you need to. Grab the toes. Hands to your hips and circle. I'm going clockwise? Yeah, I'm going clockwise. What we're doing is simply greasing up, because what we're going to do is start pressing. And if it's 12 is forward from the pelvis, you want to push into that 12 o'clock. So you're activating the glutes, using the glutes more to really open to the hip. Change direction. So now I'm going counterclockwise. Again, push forward at that 12 o'clock. Feel the glutes working, that pull through the front of the hip. Wedge the right hand into the hip and take the left hand up. The big breath in as we expand the belly and the ribs. Then take a lean over. Secure the hips with that right hand. Oh. And then change sides. So there's active pressure. The left hand is sitting to the hip bone. We want to keep it in place as your right hand reaches up. Then exhale, take the lean over. Back to center. Classic Charlie's Angels. Hands up to shoulders. Exhale, push forward. It's quite nice to actually actively bend the wrist, pull the fingertips back towards you. Then as we exhale, lift up. pull the fingers down. Working into that wrist, that circle round to the shoulders, round to the fingers and the wrists, interlace behind the back, then push down. The focus is not your hands. It is pulling those shoulder blades away from your ears. Nice cue is to think about sliding your hands towards the back pocket. You can drop the chin for perhaps a deeper stretch into the traps and elevate the scalp. And from there, release the hands. Find all fours once again, and then lift your hips. Downward dog. Paddle the heels. From here, we're going to work on twisting aspects. Stepping. Is it a step? Can you step with your hand? Either way, your right hand is going to aim towards that left leg. You can grab it, you don't have to. But what I want you to do is think about twisting that right nipple through so you're looking underneath the armpit. And then back. Left hand goes to right side. And again, it's that twist through the ribcage, through sternum, focusing that left nipple underneath the right armpit. Then back. Downward dog. Big breath in. And exhale. Try and settle a little bit deeper. Can we find that length through the hamstrings? Perhaps that lowering of the chest. And when you're ready, walk the feet forwards to meet the hands. Hang heavy. Press the toes down, soften the knees. Take 3 big breaths. When you're ready, we're going to ripple up to standing. Ooh. Head rush and my sinus is cleared. From there, bring yourself onto your right foot. Don't care about anything else. Next, we're going to try and lift your left knee up. Hold it with one hand, maybe two. If you are thicker of frame, like me, one hand is generally nicer. We're looking for heights. And then exhale, stamp it down. Shifting over. Truthfully, if you're doing it with a one hand hold, so as you bring your right leg up, I'm holding it with my right hand, maybe a lefty wants to hold the wall because the focus is the hip, not so much the balance. We actually just get a nicer stretch when we are standing and we have activation to this leg than being on the floor. And then relax. From there, walk the feet wider. We're going into a yogi squat. So with a yogi squat, those heels can lift. Big breath. Exhale, sink. Push the knees forward, hips back, and drop down. Find something that feels suitably comfortable. We want to lift through the chest. One of the best cues and best focus we have is to squeeze your bottom. By bottom, we mean that ring piece. Cinch it in, feel the pelvic floor working. And can we pull up? Maybe an inch or two. Actively engaging through the thighs and the glutes. Chest is lifted. And then exhale, let it sink. Oh, get a little bit deeper. Fingertips can reach the floor if you need that little assistance. A little shimmy, perhaps side to side. From there, it's a big breath in. Lift the hips, plant the heels. Exhale down. Inhale, push the ground away, rise up. Excellent. Squeeze glutes. We call that standing up. It's actually reverse hinge, engaging the glutes and the hamstrings. Shake your legs out. From there, into a lunge. So we want kind of 90 degree lunge. You can assess the height of that, whatever you want. I'm going to go right foot forward, left foot back. Remember your train tracks. Sinking down. Squaring the hips off. Find that tuck to the pelvis. And feel the work into that left hip and thigh. Pull the hands up. Fingers are strong as we draw those elbows down and the shoulder blades. Find those cactus arms. Breathe in. And with an exhale, we're going to send the left arm forward, the right arm back as we twist through the torso. And then release. Exhale, twist and squeeze. One more. Yeah. Take an inhale, reach the hands, straighten the legs, step forward. Step back with the other leg. So I'm going to go right leg back, left foot forward. Drop and find that stance. That right hip is working. Pelvis is tucked under. We're squaring it off. Hands up, fingers strong. Draw the shoulders, the elbows down. Breathe in. Exhale, twist. Right arm forward, left hand back. Whoop. Exhale, squeeze and twist. Exhale, squeeze and twist. Straighten the legs, straighten the arms, and step forward. Reach up, maybe onto the tiptoes. Exhale, heels down, and fold. Breathe in, hands to knees, flatten the back, straighten the arms. As I look at you through my banana plant. Banana plant, was it? God, spend enough money on it. Brain's gone. Big breath, exhale down. Step back, find your plank. You're welcome to drop the knees, or with an exhale, you can float to the floor. Releasing the toes, we're going to inhale inside up. Exhale back and around. Downward dog. Now ready, we're going to step left foot forward. Drop that right knee. Fingers inside of the foot as we pull forward. You're lifted. Then drifting back. Slide that leg out to the side. Find your gate post. Again, maybe a little rock back and forth. Find some stability, and then left hand is lifting. 3 times. We go down, up, down. That exhale on the way up to release. Then down. Bring yourself back down to all fours. From here, we're going to work into a little side plank. So it's the left leg kicks back. Drop it in line with those right toes as we pivot. Let's draw that left hand up. This might be enough. And the focus really is pulling that left side up. So your left side bananaing. 2 things we can do, perhaps with an exhale, that left hand drops over, deepening the stretch. We're looking for a bit more fire, a bit more challenge. Can we lift the left leg? That right hip really starts to work. Exhale, drop the left hand. Kick the left leg up, bend the knee, and send it over for this scorpion-esque stretch. And then back. All fours, find your child's pose. Ripple up, all fours, downward dog. We're going to go forwards to a plank. You can vinyasa if you want with me. Let's go straight downward dog. Lower, lift, and drive back. Downward dog. Take that exhale. When you're ready, to the right side, stepping forward. Drop the left knee. Reposition yourself. Find that lizard. So hands are inside of the foot. Push forward. Bird of paradise. That's what the plant's called. Spend enough money on it. I should remember. It's not a banana tree. See what happens when you let the mind wander? Get from there. Bring it out. Right foot out to the side. Find that inner thigh stretch and reset your position. And then right hand is lifting up and down 3 times. And down. That's all fours. Maybe like a cow barrel roll if you need it before we go into that side plank. So keep the hands underneath the shoulder, knee underneath the hip. Righty's kicking back. Drop it in line with the left. From there we can spin. And again, work to what you need to. Often they say work to what you like. Sometimes we have weaknesses, but actually it is trying good, try and match them. So maybe if you try that little arm lift over the hips, you try it. Maybe you want to try and lift the leg. You can feel my obliques cramping. I don't know about you. When you're ready, right hand drops. Back to this all fours position. Kick that right leg up, bend the knee, and let it flop over to the left, that little scorpion. Pressing into that right hand. And back. All fours. Drop down. Child's pose. From here, bring yourself back up and into a puppy pose of your choice. So all we want is the knees underneath the hips. We can walk the hands forward, and then perhaps it's your head, your chin, or your chest to the floor. From there, you're going to ripple out. So next, we're going to go into a little prayer pose. I'm calling it prayer pose. So it's much like a puppy pose. Knees underneath your hips. We're taking the triceps, so the kind of bottom part of your elbow to the floor. Hands come together, and you're sinking backwards. So we get that same lovely extension of the spine, but we work a little bit deeper into the shoulders. Fingertips and palms together. If you want more, you want to work into that rotational aspect of the shoulder. You press the fingertips together and separate the palms. That can get owie, but nice. We can even allow the hands to work back and forth. Release that when you're ready. And you're going to flop forward onto the belly. Oh. And shuffle back so you can see. We're going to do 2 things. We need to look at extension and pulling. So we're going to go into your cobras first. So face down, arms either side of the head, and probably hands in line with the face, elbows tucked in. 2 strength, 2 stretch. So by that, we mean strength. We take the breath in, feel the belly pressing against the floor. With an exhale, engage the back muscles, and you're lifting the chest with just your back. And release. Engage. Sorry, I've been watching a lot of Star Trek recently. And relax. This time the hands stay where they are. As you take that breath in, you feel the belly. The exhale will lift in the back. And now pressing with the hands. You go as high as you like, halfway, maybe more. Down. Let it up for your second time. Beautiful. And then release. Bring yourself up to all fours. Take a little child's pose. We're spinning onto your back. It's the most elegant transition, but we're doing it. We're going into a fish pose. So you want to take yourself lying down. Traditionally, we're going to stick your hands underneath your arse or your lower back. From there, we pull up onto the shoulders. So the elbows are pressing down. What you want to think about now is that lift through the chest, but the squeeze together of the shoulder blades. You can take it more relaxed. We can drop the chin if you wish. We can perhaps even add a bit more fire by lifting the legs. If your legs are up, drop them. When you're ready, we're going to rise up to seated. Draw yourself into a comfortable position. It could be cross-legged, it could be not. All I care for now is that gentle rounding of the back. And the chin is tucked in. Beautiful. Stretch the legs long. Knees can be soft if we want, fingertips just the size. We're looking for that height. So imagine you're being pulled up by the head, by the chin, by the crown. Draw the shoulders together, maybe walking the fingertips further back. And if we can hold this shape, can we lift the hands up? And relax. I'm crossing my legs for an easy transition, but either way, we're going to make our way to all fours. To downward dog, yet again. I'm going to vinyasa to standing. You're welcome to join me, or you can skip it. And I'm going forward, and then down, up, and back. When you're ready, walk the feet forward. Hang heavy. And lift. Beautiful. We got one nasty thing and I think two nice things. So from here, step wide. Doesn't matter where you're facing or which one you step back. We're going to be doing both sides on one side. So we're going to be folding. We're going to do that Skandasana lunge, and then we've got a nice little goddess pose. So feet are parallel. Soften the knees, take the hands to the hips, and it's a big breath in as you push the hips back. Pausing halfway. Find that length into the belly, that pull from the chest, and then exhale to fold. Your options here are to hang loose. We can have the hands to the ankles, maybe even taking the first few fingers to each toe. Tell the elbows to go wide and take a little pull, working slightly deeper into those back muscles and a deeper hamstring sensation. Release the fingers wherever they are. Draw yourself up, straighten the arms. It's a twisting time. Inhale, lift the left. Exhale down. Inhale, lift the right. Exhale down. Turn your right foot out. Sink the weight over to the left foot, to the left hip. Drop down, Skandasana. Fuck, I hate it. But I like it. Rise up. Allow that right foot to pivot. And then the left foot pivots. We're sending ourselves over to the right, dropping down, enjoying that pressure through the knee and the inner thigh. And then up. Find that halfway. Exhale to release. Just for a moment. Inhale, lifting all the way up. Pause for any dizziness. Bring your feet a little bit closer. Allow those toes to point out. Allow the knees to go out. Take a breath in. Draw the hands up. So we have heavy elbows, but light fingers. Breathe into the belly and exhale to sink down. Your goddess. You're welcome to stay here, or you can come with me into kite hawk. So as we inhale, we want to lift the chest, lift the gaze, and squeeze. Exhale, round. Pull the belly in and hunch. Feel that stretch. This looks weird. 3 more. Rounding and hunching. Let's take a grab. 2 more. Lifting and rounding. Last one. Lift. And with an exhale, we rise. Beautiful. Good. Turn the feet parallel once again. Maybe take it wider. We're going to finish the standing section, the main part of it, which is the classic warrior two side angle. We'll flip sides to make it easier. So, turn the right foot out. Bend the right knee. Find your warrior stance. Pelvis is locked to the side. The hands to shoulders. And sink. Feel the body being pulled apart. And then warrior reversing. So we'll go forward, then up and over. Follow that forearm to thigh. Top hand's reaching up. And being pulled back to lift the tit. Just going to look down to that right foot as we inhale up. We're transitioning to the other side, so turn the right foot in, left foot out. Take that bend in the knee. Open the body. Forward, then up and back, reversing. Oh, sorry, it sounded weird. Forearm to thigh, lift it up. And that press back from the side angle. And when you're ready, look to the foot, bring the body up. And we're going to float the hands folding down, so whatever that is. Drop yourself down, find a lizard. So I have my right foot forward, my left knee down. Take that press forward. Weight to the left hand, squeeze to the back muscles as we lift around. And then from there, right hand can come to the right knee. Gently working it out. And then change sides. Pressing forward, lifting the hand, and maybe allowing that to then press the leg out. And when you're ready, find your backside. We're going to do a prone pigeon, which essentially is a figure four. So from there, you're going to lie down. We are going to stretch the hips and then we're going to work on some specific muscles. So onto your back. Pull left knee up. Hug it in. Left hand to left knee. We're going to try and pivot it in and take the right hand to the left foot. Keep your foot flexed. Then from there, we can work into that hip. So maybe we are twisting the leg and pulling up. We can pull the foot and press the knee. And even perhaps circle to really grease into that joint. And release. Other side. Right, he comes up for a squeeze. Left hand's going to the foot. You're doing the motions that feel good. So maybe that pull and press, that twist, or a little circle. And then release. Draw the feet together. I prefer elbows. You may prefer hands to floor. We're doing 5 frog bridges. So we inhale to lift and lower with an exhale. and lower. 3 to go. 3, 2, 1. Perfect. Feet then make their way to the floor, slightly wider than your hips for a more traditional bridge. Again, maybe it's the elbows, maybe it's the hands to the floor. You take a deep breath in and press the ground away. We're looking for the height in the hips to find that stretch sensation. Using the strength in the arms to get a bit more lift through that upper back. And then release. Pull the knees in. Take a really big squeeze. Perhaps sliding the hands down to the feet for a little happy baby. So the feet go up, the knees pull down. A little shimmy from side to side can be nice. And when you're ready, you release the legs. Pulling the left knee up, it's a supine twist. Left leg. And the right hand guides it across. And you're going to chill out here for just a minute. Because this is essentially going to be your Shavasana. So allow the mind to wander. Feel the body readjusting as it relaxes, tension starts to shift places. And we're changing sides. Extend lefty, pull righty up, guide it across. And again, just settle. Bring yourself back to center. Take a full body stretch. The legs go long, the arms reach overhead. Take a deep breath into the nose. And sigh out through the mouth. 2 more. Last one. Now, my friends, is that hopefully it was useful for you too. It did what it needed to do. I feel a bit taller, bit more stretched out, a bit more reset. Thank you very much.